Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons with War Wrestling Alliance Radio's host, Paradox Experience, along with his two sons, Paradox 1, Paradox 2. Now you can introduce yourselves. Go ahead. I was just joking.
My name is Arius, the Rockstar, as you remember.
Okay. And then who?
From 2021. And my brother.
His brother will be playing a subtle role in Dungeons and Dragons today. He will be playing the support character only because he's not feeling well. So he did want to play, and we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do basic rules for this. This will be a quick adventure that I will be uploading later. The quest will only be with Padin. He's a paladin who completed a quest to defeat a boss in which him, along with Mystique and who else was it? Who was the character? Leaf. They defeated that person, and then they got 1,000 gold each. Of course, they leveled up. Padin is with 17 strength, 19 dexterity, 14 constitution. But yet his other abilities are really lacking, so he always has to make sure about that. But he has great charisma. We're gonna do the charisma a little better. So remember, he is a paladin, Padin the Paladin. Charisma 11, wisdom 4, intelligence 4, constitution 14. All right. So, from what I have read and I've been introduced, that you were with Ayana's character. We're not going to say her name, the character right now. Y'all were supposed to go to a weapons thing, but you already had a quest. All right. And that quest was to do what?
To find a glass orb to find a glass orb to see the future. So a person needed.
And that was in a cave. All right. So what we're gonna do right here is that we're gonna
But also, let me tell you the story of.
Sorry, I'll edit that. Go ahead. Padin.
Let me tell you the story of Padin. When his father died in a war, he wanted to avenge his father. So he goes on certain quests to get stronger, and hopefully to be along his father's spirit along the way.
So join our comrade Padin, who needs to find a crystal ball in a mysterious cave. It sees the future. It may help in determining some people's lives, maybe an entire country. What we're going to look into now is his adventure from tavern to forest and seeking that cave. What you start out in is a dense forest. You're walking from town. Do you need anything else from the town before you head out?
No, I have like 30 gold coins, so.
You have actually 1,000 gold coins from your last adventure.
Oh, yeah, right.
Do you wish to go back into town to visit the shopkeep to ask for anything or look for anything that you might need? Okay?
Yeah. Back in the store.
Okay, we're back in the store. The shopkeep asks, weapon shop or shop or the store? There's two different things. Weapon shop is here. You have a warhammer, 1d8 plus 2. Hand axe, 1d6 plus 2. The shopkeep looks at you. Sir, we have a lot of fine wares. What do you like right now? We have long swords, strong swords. You're a paladin-looking guy. Girl, I don't know. I will not determine it. You have too much armor on. We'll just say there's nice shields here, if you want. The shields block a lot of attacks. And there's big, tall shields, not the circular little shields little boys wear. Even though you're short of stature. I'm willing to sell you these shields for 1,000 gold.
How much gold do I have?
You have about 1,500 gold.
Can I get a longsword?
A longsword. That's about a 1,000 gold too. Mm-hmm. A small little scamp has decided to join you on your quest. Seems to be not an elf, but a fairy, in a sense, in which is whispering into your ear certain advice.
Hey,
I cannot hear that advice myself.
I know him. I seen him at the last quest.
He was in a quest beforehand, but not this quest that you remember. So, sir, 1,000 each. I have time. There's other guests here. There is nobody in the store. Don't lose your composure, sir. I have great stuff here.
Let me look at the price tag.
The price tag. The price tag says I know it says 500 there now. I mean, it doubled in price because this sword was able to kill dragons before, and I bought it off a hero. Yes, definitely not a random sword taken from. Excuse me. Why am I what? I'm trying to sell you a sword and a shield. Don't you need those for adventures?
It's 1,000 gold. It's 1,000 gold. I only have 1,500. 4,000 for a shield. That seems like a scam, and 1,000 for a longsword. Scam too.
I said 1,000 for a shield, but sure.
You said 500 on the sheet.
500 gold. You said
For what?
for a shield. All right, fine. All right, listen here. All right, there's nobody else in here. These are bought by other heroes that messed up. All right. I go out and I seek them and their recent shields and swords. Okay, if you want one, you take one, and you get it for 200, and you don't see nothing and nobody. Oh, you're laughing. I can make it 300, 400, 500,
200 then.
300.
Fine.
Oh, you're gonna still give me 600.
No.
So
300.
for both of them,
Actually,
sir, I dare you. Roll your charisma. Your
which
charisma.
one?
Charisma's 11. We'll find it. Don't worry about it.
It's a big one.
Charisma's 11.
20.
Nobody's here. Take the lot for 300 and get out of here.
Thanks.
Damn scoundrel took me out. It's alright.
Time to go
I'll
to
clean
the
up other
magic shop.
dungeons for no reason.
Time to go to the magic shop.
Okay.
I don't think you have weapons for the magic shop.
Alright, you had 1,000 gold? Your gold is at 700 now.
Okay.
Okay. You go to the magic shop. You go to the magic shop and you see the magic wizard. He has sneezed violently.
Sorry about that. Got a little magical sickness over here. What would you like to buy, good sir?
What weapons are in this shop, sir?
We don't have much weapons per se, but we got lots of spells, lots of potions, lots of dang it, it escaped. We do have some few magical weapons, but they're pretty expensive, you know.
Yeah. How much?
Take some. For what? We have hammers, we got swords, we got axes, we got daggers, we got sticks, we got rocks, magical rocks.
Swords.
We got a bag of air.
I remember that.
Oh, you want swords?
Yeah.
You want what sword would you like? We got plenty over here in the sword section. The stairs magically turn. Oh wait, did you pause it?
What?
Did you pause it?
I'm recording.
Oh. The stairs magically turn and transform, which leads to another room. I got some sort of like a magical stairway over here. I didn't make it, but the previous magic wielder here, I guess they had it or something. Maybe it's like a heirloomer. I don't know. But it's pretty useful for storage. It's kind of like a mini pocket dimension. Oh, I'm getting off topic. Follow me.
We walk up the stairs to the second floor.
Alright, here is all the swords I have. There's not much. There's like 6. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there's 6 swords here. They're not all that expensive, but there is one that's pretty hefty in price.
Well,
Yes, we have many swords. The 6 that are there, you can see one is very hefty, but I've seen you already purchase a long sword and a shield. It's on your person right now. As a paladin, I know you can carry a lot of blunt, but it's too much. I think if I give you another weapon, you may carry them, but it's up to you. May I interest you a potion of rejuvenation instead?
what's that?
In case something happens with your health, you may automatically use this. Not automatically, it is going to be attached to you by a small animal, and the animal will give it to you. And it's automatic as possible because we are in a magic realm, but they can't do it automatically like video picture games. I will sell that to you for 100 gold.
Can I go to the dagger shop? Well, the daggers.
Daggers, yes, of course. Come on, please travel with me to the daggers. If you could see, and I know we're discussing and talking on the side, a dagger shop. We have some of these daggers for about 50, but I'll tell you, they don't do much damage. One dagger could do about 1d5 of damage to a monster. Magical ones can do a lot more with poison inflicted on it. If you wish me to sell you one, I am welcome to do that. Wait, why are you asking about magical items? Are you one of those curious crusaders looking to go for the orb? To see the future. Well, let me pull out my wand and show you how difficult it could be. He shows you a map. The map goes through the forest into a dungeon where the map is not even halfway done. Nobody's come back from this, it seems. Or they've made the dungeon their own home. It becomes a scary conflict. The person showing it to you seems to look at you in a certain way. A devious way. So do you want to go to the orb? I could offer you a great price on everything if you retrieve me the orb instead of the mayor. We could deal now, or when you get the orb. If you deal now, I'll give you a free item. If you want to deal with the mayor, full price on everything. He consults with the fairy that the other people can't see. He discusses, he whispers. The fairy comes to him several times over, discussing whether or not to take this deal or do the valiant thing for the mayor's. What do you say? You were in a corner just talking to a wall, and magic people and magic people don't talk to walls. So, what have you decided?
Give it to the mayor.
You wish to give it to the mayor? Everything is full price here. That's fine.
I would like to have that dagger.
You like to discuss a trade?
I like to have the dagger.
The dagger. You still want the dagger. The dagger with poison. The dagger that's supposed to be the poison. The poison for the monsters, that dagger. If I enchant the dagger and give you a damage of 2d5 for the dagger, will you pay me 500 for it outright?
Wait, what does 2d5 mean?
Side note, 2d5. You roll 2 5 dice, and then that's the damage you deal to the monster, plus poison damage if I enchant it.
Sure. 500 it goes.
500 it goes. It's an extra 100 for the poison. Just to let you know, I enchanted it with extra damage, but not for the poison. So that's 600. Are you willing to sign off on 600? You have 700.
Yes. I'll get money.
From what?
Money from the dungeon.
You sure about that?
Yes.
All right. I also sell potions. Potions. I also sell potions. Magic potions for... I'll give you one. Let's see what happens with you. And maybe you'll turn your tune when you understand maybe what the mayor's actually up to. Now be gone from my shop. You've robbed me. He sneezes you out the door in a magic conundrum of sneeze that blows you out of the door. No damage given, but
I wonder what he meant about what the mayor wants to do with that magic crystal ball.
some passerbyers hear you. Are you talking about the mayor? He's such a great guy. The mayor? Well, I heard he actually cured cancer of the toe. That really doesn't happen too much.
What's cancer?
A small baby. The mayor's great. So apparently the mayor in this town is very well liked.
The mayor's great. He let me talk early.
A young child says as it happens. So, what is your next move here? You, Padin, longsword, shield, poisoned at the dagger, ready to strike down your enemies. To get to that cave, what lies before you is an inn. The shops have already been shopped in. You may talk to the folks around you, or you may take the road out of town into the forest.
Forest. And I need to say something. This is faith.
It's not fake. Don't worry about that. The road out of town is not treacherous. And then a lot of the townsfolk are actually not involved in what you're doing. What's going to happen, though, they would probably want to see. Now, as a young adventurer, paladin, you are righteous. You have powers beyond powers, strength beyond strength, and charisma to not spare because you don't have charisma. What you do have is will to go through. You travel about 2 kilometers toward where you know possibly the cave, where you were told from your last adventure. You get there and it gets dark. What do you do?
Wait, what do you say?
It gets dark. What do you do?
What will I do if a monster comes?
All
I'll
adventure.
use one of my torches.
Use
That's
it.
minus 1 torches. Now I have 9 in total now.
You have 9 torches in total. Great. Okay. So 9 torches in total. What do you do with that torch? Do you keep traveling to the cave? Or knowing that it's nightfall, you choose to rest. Take your time. The crickets start sounding. Chee, 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 chee. In the distance, you can hear a lone wolf. Ooh. This has no detriment to your adventure.
I'll go keep on going forward.
Keep
I don't
on
have-
going
I don't
forward.
have I don't have food.
You don't have food.
I don't have a lot of food.
Okay. This is a one-day adventure. You sure you don't want to make rest? Alright, you pull through. You travel in. Here is what you hear as you keep traveling. These are in the trees. You try to use one of your abilities to realize what it is. I believe it's Constitution.
I know what those are though.
Okay.
I can tell by the book. So I think those are goblins. So
You believe they are goblins.
I'm gonna.
How about you roll for Constitution, the D20? A D20 of 13?
3.
3! You cannot tell whether they're goblins or not. It could be a scattering of rabbits, foxes, or even other large creatures. You hear snaps of branches. What else can you do?
I get ready for battle.
Go.
20.
A roll of 20. You are already ready. An arrow has came directly to you. It blocks. You blocked with the shield immediately. And then a goblin jumps out from the bush. He draws his small dagger towards you. What do you do? You must... What do you do? You have
Attack.
You attack him. You counterattack him. You must roll a d10 for the attack. Yes. 3 damage. The goblin receives dear damage. May I have received that as well? Thank you very much. The goblin receives 6 damage because he could not block any of that. He is badly wounded and on the floor. 2 more goblins approach you very quickly. What can you do now?
No, I thought I had 11 hit points.
I don't know. That's fine. You didn't get attacked. The goblin got attacked.
Oh.
Okay. Goblin is bleeding. 1 goblin is bleeding. The other 2 came out. And they have chosen to attack you.
I would block.
Goblin swings his dagger. Alright, let me see. What you got? You can't see my roll. Alright. Wow, he rolled terribly, and you have blocked him very good. You are available for a counterattack on my demeanor. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
14.
Oh, I'm sorry. D10.
Oh.
Which I have. Yes. Counterattack with the long sword. The long
7.
sword. Wow. Strikes him, and he is basically almost cut in half. This goblin. He's trying to hold his guts together. I think he's almost been split in half. The last goblin looks. And looks. It is in panic. And then he runs. Do you choose to chase the goblin? Or let him go, and then there's more, the two that you have there. They are dying, by the way.
Leave him be.
You leave the goblins be that are dying. Okay. Wait, which one? The leave them be or leave the one that's running away?
Leave the one that's running away.
You leave the ones that are running away. The runner is running away. What do you do with the other two goblins that are present still? They are still dying. They're bleeding out very slowly. The one that's cut in half, he will be dead in one turn if you don't make any decision. The other one, he can survive 2 turns.
I want to try to heal both of them.
Try to heal both of them. You have the healing ability, correct? I believe we did give you a healing ability. I cannot remember what the healing ability was. Pardon me, sirs and gentlemen and women. I will allow because usually paladins have anything, 1d6 for healing of which one? The one that's
cut in half.
good. 1 cut in half.
2.
His organs seemingly try to go inside, and he's still bleeding. You may cast 1 more, and that's it for the day. If you do not rest, you have no more healing for yourself for the next day. For the rest of the day.
Try to heal it again. 6.
You heal the other goblin for 6?
No, the one cut in half.
The other one that's cut in half has been healed entirely. Thoroughly confused. He goes to his goblin friend, who is still dying. Do you want to try to understand the language? You can roll a d20.
Yes.
You must roll a 18 or better to understand any of that.
12.
The dying goblin looks at you, and he looks at his friend. Basically waving it off. Do not attack him. That's what you gather, but you don't know for sure that's what he said. The goblin holding his goblin friend has tears in his eyes. Asna! Asna! The little light from the goblin's eyes has faded, and he has died. Apparently his name might have been Asuna. We don't know. The goblin that looks at you now, he has tears in his eyes, but he doesn't seem angry. He goes to you and asks, yes, you may roll to try to understand.
Nope, I don't.
Oh. That went on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry.
16.
Take this. He gives you a weird amulet and a potion. You don't know what the amulet does. The potion is a potion of healing. And he scurries off into the darkness. You don't know what to do at this point. You still have your torch lit. A dead goblin. And 2 goblins. 1 you saved. And 1 you left free. What do you wish to do now? It seems like within the distance, Everything seems to be calm. The trees have stopped. It is dark. Nothing seems to occur right now. What does your traveler wish to do?
Take a break.
How do you take a break? You have to specify specifically.
With my with my second torch, I can use it to make a campfire.
Okay.
And
Okay. The campfire has been lit. The goblin's body is still there. You don't hear anything else in the distance. Seems to be no wolves. The dire night for Ashna, or whatever his name was, because you couldn't get it completely. Not your fault. What do you wish to do with the body?
I would wish to pray with the holy symbol.
Okay. You prayed to the body with the sigil.
No, symbol.
Symbol, okay. You don't know where this goblin's going, but he fought like a brave goblin, as you think. He does have items on him. What do you choose to do with those items?
What are those items?
You have to do a check. Roll a d10.
I think that's 4.
About 10 gold.
No. Oh, 10 gold.
And a small parchment.
Parchment?
Seems to be in a goblin language. Nothing else seems to be there. What do you wish to do with the body?
Bury it.
Okay, you may choose to bury it in light leaves that are around. You may choose to dig a grave. You may choose to just pat on dirt onto him and create stones. No option here affects anything beyond the game.
Digger grave.
I should have said digger grave actually affects everything because you have to spend time to do that. Let me retort. I'm sorry. Leaves, mud on top of him. Digging a grave will take you time.
The leaves.
You place several leaves that you find around him, on top of him. Dry leaves that cover his body. Small prayer. And he's gone. You're resting. You make camp. Do you have any food to eat?
No, I don't see any.
Okay. No food at the moment. But you are hardy paladin. Make rest on a tree. The path that goes to the cave for the crystal ball still lies ahead through the forest. But the goblin's death semi-weighs on you. As if you care about what happens to these creatures. You fall asleep. And you dream a good dream. that has been a section of our Dungeons and Dragons. It has been me, the Dudgeon Master, Paradox, and Padin. Yes, say hello.
Areas and
Come here.
Hello.
Padin the Paladin.
Aries, which is Aries Gonzalez.
Yes, and he's been trying to bless and then cure even the monsters that attack him. You gotta appreciate that. Alright? Well, we will be continuing soon enough. Everybody, good night, and good luck in your own adventures. Bye bye.